All right, welcome to week 12. So this week was up and down for me. The Sunday games, a little rough. Lost on I picked Baltimore Steelers won. That was a tough read. Probably shouldn't have bet that division game. Kansas City to beat the Bills. I had that one. Didn't hit that one either. NBA I was making a lot of money on. It went the other way. So I gave back some profit. And sitting on Monday night, though, total turnaround. Bet on Joe Mixon heavily. I hit him first touchdown, anytime touchdown. I hit a Houston defensive touchdown. Joe Mixon, 100-plus yards rushing. I hit that. So it went from $65 to $174 last night. So hopefully keep it rolling week 12. So I hope everybody's doing well. All right, on to the games. First game we have up is Thursday night. Pittsburgh at the Cleveland Browns. Tough divisional matchup. We got Pittsburgh 27.8 to Cleveland's 20.75. I feel this is the game that Pittsburgh's just going to chew away at the Browns. They're going to win this. A lot of field goals probably. Chris Boswell, 24 points in fantasy last week, just field goals. So the current FanDuel point spread is 4.5. If you're going to bet this, definitely on the Pittsburgh side. I don't like that key number. This may be a field goal game. So I would stay off of it personally. If you're going to bet it, maybe take Cleveland plus the 4.5. Next game up, Tennessee Titans at the Houston Texans. Houston looked very good last night against a very depleted Dallas Cowboys team. I am a Cowboys fan, and I have to say I was a little embarrassed. Anyhow, we got Tennessee 21.65 points, and Houston 24.35 points. Current spread 8.5. I feel this game might be closer than you think. Houston sometimes doesn't show up. Stroud likes to throw interceptions here and there. Tennessee's got a decent defense. So I would either put this in a teaser or don't bet it, or maybe play Tennessee plus 8.5. Minnesota, next game up, Minnesota at Chicago, another tough divisional matchup. I got Minnesota 27.1 to Chicago 22.6. Current spread on FanDuel 3.5. Minnesota's favored. Oh, this is another tough read. I personally, if you're going to play it, take the Minnesota side, but if you can maybe buy that point down to 2.5, it's a good play, or maybe put it on a teaser. Next game up, Dallas Cowboys at the Washington Commanders. Dallas 25.25 points to Washington 23.90. Dallas, very bad defense, and their offense looked a little better last night. They were able to get one touchdown. They just couldn't keep it going in the second half, I think, because their defense was on the field too much. Current spread is Washington 9.5 points. I feel either stay off of this or take Washington plus, or take Dallas plus the 9.5. So Cooper Rush looked a little better than last week. I think he threw, I don't know, over 200 yards passing. I didn't look at the stats. Next game up, New England at Miami. Another tough divisional matchup. I got New England 23.50 points to Miami 20.35. Current spread, Miami 7. I don't like this point spread. I feel Dolphins probably win this one. I don't think I'm betting this one. It's too hard. Maybe some player props, Tyreek Hill or Arcane to get a touchdown. Kansas City Chiefs. Next game up. Kansas City Chiefs, 26.5 points at Carolina, 19.4. So we've got a spread of about almost 7. They have 7. FanDuel point spread is Kansas City Chiefs 10.5. This Kansas City offense didn't win this week. They're inconsistent in what they're doing. I don't know. I think too many injuries. Tier players just disappear, or the next week they score. I don't know. I feel Andy Reid is a genius. He's trying to win with sometimes nothing. I don't think I'm betting this one. I mean, if you do, take Kansas City in the 10.5. It's on the road. Carolina, they should cover that, but I don't know. Kansas City's been a hard read all year. Right? Buffalo still first finally beat them. They finally beat Kansas City. All right. Next game up, Tampa Bay, New York Giants. Handicap says Tampa Bay 22, Giants 21. If you're going to play this, we got to change the quarterback with the Giants. And I feel the Giants may win this one. I would take the Giants plus the 5.5 if you play it. And the next game up, Detroit at Indy. I got Detroit 27.5 and Indy 7 and 21.9 for Indy. So, and the current point spread on FanDuel 7.5. Of course, the point spread's a little higher, surprisingly, than the actual spread. Maybe Vegas is trying to make money on this. I feel this is a money pick. Either tease that down to 6.5 for Detroit. All right, if you want to play the 7.5, of course, this is what those key numbers are: 3.5, 2.5, 6.5. Yeah, definitely on the Detroit side. And I'm going to bet, personally, I'm going to bet a lot of the player props on the Lions. Lions should have a field day. I mean, they put 52 points up last week. They might be a little tired this week, but I feel it's going to be a similar performance. I'll be surprised if Colts get 20 points. Everybody's saying Anthony Richardson's had a good game while they're playing the Jets. Jets not having a great year. Jets horrible team at the moment. Next game up, Denver, the Las Vegas Raiders. Denver, 23.35 points. Las Vegas, 20.65 points. Las Vegas, not a good defense. Denver should win this one. The current spread on FanDuel is 4.5. If you can put this maybe in a teaser or tease it down to 2.5, much better play for Denver. Denver will win this one, I believe. Sean Payton got the better coach, Sean Payton. Next game up, Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks. Arizona 25.25 points. Seattle 22.15 points. Current spread on FanDuel, Seattle favored by 1.5. This is a kind of a tough read. I think Seattle will win this game. Seattle's a weird team. They show up sometimes they don't. I feel Arizona doesn't have that great a defense. They're not going to be able to stop Seahawks. I feel Seattle maybe by a field goal if I bet it. Next game up, San Francisco on the road at the Green Bay Packers. They got 25.6 points for San Francisco and 25.0 for San Francisco. This is a tight one. If I'm going to bet it, I would take Green Bay. Green Bay, a home field advantage. It's probably going to come into play. Next game up, Sunday Night Football. Philadelphia Eagles at the Los Angeles Rams. Now, the spread is different than what I handicapped. I got Philadelphia 26.85 points to the LA Rams 30.4 points. But the FanDuel spread says Philly by 3. So I think this is a tough read. Philly on the road. I don't know. Maybe the play is the Rams plus 3. I don't know. I'm personally not betting this. I mean, player props, Jalen Hurts for one of those tush-push touchdowns. I like that one. All right, last game of the week. Monday Night Football. Baltimore Ravens, 26.9 points to LA Chargers, 34.9. Current FanDuel spread, 3 points. And I feel the play here might be the Chargers. Take the plus 3. This last year, I'm going to go back to last year. This was the biggest bet I ever put out on any team. Baltimore last year playing the Chargers on the road. Of course, different team last year. I got Baltimore at 3, but 277 on that game, and I hit it. So this year, though, I feel it's not a college fund bet. So anyhow, we're done with the games, and I want to go through a few player props that I've whipped up. Detroit should have a field day against the Colts this week. I got Detroit, Montgomery, touchdown. St. Brown, touchdown. Gibbs, touchdown. Another one I didn't add. Jamison Williams, touchdown. I like that one too. Should have a field day. And maybe a Detroit defensive touchdown too. I just thought of that. Writing it down as we speak. All right, another one I like. Houston, Mixon TD. Came off a great game, 109 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. I didn't bet 3, and I wish I had of, but did make some money on him. I like Mixon touchdown and 100 yards rushing. I feel they repeat. believe they're playing tennis. Is it Tennessee? Sorry, guys. I forgot who they're playing. Houston's playing Tennessee at Houston. Mixon should have another field. I don't know if he's going to get 3 touchdowns again. That was a hell of a game. But Mixon's a good bet. And maybe another Houston defensive touchdown, too. Like that one also. I don't know if they're going to get one two weeks in a row. All right, on to the next game. Next player prop. New York Giants. I like Tyrone Tracy. Tampa's defense is not great. Everybody's been running all over him. I like Tyrone Tracy. Actually, he's an Indianapolis product. He played at Decatur right here. And I guess there was 3 brothers. I heard that through the grapevine. But I do like Tyrone Tracy touchdown and rushing for 100 yards. Another one I like, Tampa Bay off a bye. Rashad White, TD. I like that. He's been a pretty good play. Another one, I think this is one, Harris, Raheem Harris, touchdown. I like that one. And Pittsburgh, Chris Boswell, the kicker for the Steelers. Over, I don't know what his line is that we haven't, probably isn't out yet, but I like him over 6.5, 7.5, something like that. I feel like it's money. They're playing Cleveland, and I think they're just nitpick away at Cleveland and end up winning that game. Cleveland's not having a great year. And I don't know. I think that's it for week 12, and next week will be Thanksgiving, and looking forward to picking those games. So hopefully we can make some money this week. And all right, see you next week.